Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Always, always, always be careful when you read a statement, obviously, and try to find, be provided some clarification on some terms. For instance, if someone tells you, hey, we need to get you all in at the train station and we're going to send you to a very happy camp for a little vacation. Sounds very good, but you're going to go to a concentration camp in the Second World War. So it's very nice when you say you're going to go to a happy camp for a vacation. You know, all these euphemisms will be opposites to where exactly you're going to go. So when you hear, for instance, the peace process or the project for unification and love and happiness and continuous, I don't know, partying, ask for clarifications what exactly those terms mean in practice. Because I'm going to read you here a little article coming from Serbia, my friends, and Kosovo, the province. And they are going to give some beautiful names to something that is really not meaning what the terms imply, the whole process means. And this article comes from Sputnik and is from today, the 6th of November 2022. Serbia rejects German-French settlement plan for Kosovo. First, anything that you do with the Germans and French and you don't have the United States, that's not valid. And I tell you why. Look at what happened what happened to Minsk agreements 2014-2015. United States was not introduced, was not signatory, was not there. Why? It was the French again, and it was the Germans, I think, right? The Germans and the French. I don't think the Brits were over there. They were the guarantors of the implementation of the Minsk agreements. Remember? Were they implemented? No. The United States did not sign it. The United States worked parallel. So these guys were like, yeah, we're going to implement, good, yes, victory, we're going to do that. Nothing happened. Why? Because someone else vetoed the whole thing in reality. And it was beautiful, yes, but the United States was working sideways. So you can't on the parallel lines. So it couldn't be, if United States would have been a signatory of the Minsk agreements, it would be pointed out that, hey, look, you didn't support. But now Germany and France will say, well, we couldn't, we were not able because of, So again, United States is not involved in this. United States was the main force in attacking and bombarding the sovereign country of Serbia, Yugoslavia, in 1999, getting some NATO member states to bomb them, to bomb the Serbs, and now all of a sudden they're outside. Remember, they're so-called peacekeeping forces in Kosovo, and the United States makes the big bulk of them. So they're very much involved in all that. It's not necessarily France and Germany. So it was a little meeting at the European Union, blah, blah, blah. I think it was in Germany, in Berlin, where the French, European Commission, blah, blah, Germany, the authorities from Pristina, Kosovo, from Serbia, Belgrade, they were all over there to discuss what's next, because that's something that's going to happen in Kosovo pretty soon. And I'm not talking about something good and something bad. You'll see. Now, this article, as I said, comes from Sputnik. Serbia has rejected, and this is the quote, the word that you have to pay attention. Serbia has rejected a peaceful settlement plan on Kosovo and Matocha proposed by France and Germany, as it implies that the breakaway province will become a UN member without a formal recognition by Belgrade, Serbian Foreign Minister Ivica Dačić said on Sunday. So you see this peaceful settlement. So who doesn't want to get involved and agree to a peaceful settlement plan? We all. I mean, who is against that? That means he doesn't like peace. That's the implication of this term. So when they say, well, we're going to have a peace settlement plan, oh, you're against it. That means you're not a peaceful person. This is the implication of euphemisms. As I said, oh, you're going to go to a happy camp for your vacation in, I don't know, a summer camp. Better put in, let's say, Auschwitz or Birkenau. You're going to go over there, okay? Thank you very much. The same here. It's just a peaceful settlement that you oppose. You must be a bad dude. And I'm quoting here. Its starting point is that the independence of Kosovo is already a done deal. But we do not accept that. End quote. Dačić told the Večernje Novosti newspaper. The initiative suggested that Belgrade would get a fast track to EU membership in exchange for Kosovo's accession to the UN, the report said. No. This is what's happening. You're going to go and be the slave of Brussels. In the meantime, you're going to lose Kosovo forever. Is that a good deal? The peace deal settlement? No, I wouldn't do that. Because they say, oh, come, you're going to be fast track to Europe. Why would I want to come into Europe and be your vassal state? That's basically what happens if you go into Europe. You lose some of your sovereignty and you are on the control of some bureaucrats from Brussels. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, you're in the zone, you're in this. Yeah, you are. But you're a slave. You're a slave who's going to be, you can do what you want. Sometimes you can. You're going to have a better standard of living, but you sell your soul. I mean, you can do that. I don't think the Serbs will do that. I hope they do something that they remain independent and sovereign as much as possible under the current situation. And then they're going to lose Kosovo. They don't want to lose Kosovo. They think Kosovo is theirs. So why should it was taken from them through military attacks? So I don't think so. And I hope they stick to that. The conclusion, I'm quoting, the conclusion of National Security Council is that this proposal is unacceptable for us and we all voted yes for this conclusion. And while recognizing it or not, in a formal sense, agreeing that Kosovo is a member of the UN is very difficult for us, end quote, the foreign minister said. Tensions between Belgrade and Pristina flared up in August. The Kosovar authorities have required the local Serbs re-register their car plates, demanding that they feature the EU standard letter code of RKS. Well, EU, Kosovo is not a part of EU, Serbia is not a part of EU. Why should they feature the EU standard letter? Why? Why don't they use the Japanese standard letter? I don't know, Korean or something. So on Saturday, representatives of the Kosovo Serbs decided to pull out of all structures of the self-proclaimed Kosovar authorities, including the parliament, government, courts and police, due to Pristina's decision to remove the Serbian police chief for refusing to issue written warnings to local Serbs regarding car plates. Later, Kosovo Serbs scheduled a demonstration on November 6 today in the North Kosovska Mitrovica municipality. What happened, this conversation between these weasels, Germans, French and all that, first, if they were part of this negotiation, ignore them. They are useless. Their word means nothing. Their signature means nothing. Look at Minsk protocols or agreements. Zero. Don't believe it. Weasels. Zero value. Boneless. Impotent, if you know what I mean. Ew. Anyway, so don't do that. The second one, Friday, happened in Berlin. Saturday, Vucic and the council, the Security Council of Serbia, got together, the ministers, and they voted no, we're not going to agree with that peace settlement plan. And then Saturday they had a conversation with Chinese and the Russian ambassadors in Belgrade. So things are already, and I made a video on that discussing how all that situation says, you know what, we're getting ready. Now those organizations and groups, from the Serbian groups from Kosovo, they pulled out of those positions, departments, whatever they were involved in, the parliament and all. What does that tell you? Boom. Wait for that. That's going to happen, and I hope they stick with this. It's the Russians, the Jesus Christ, the Serbians will lose both ways. They're going to lose their sovereignty if they join EU, and they will be the slaves like everybody else in the European Union to Brussels. On the other hand, they will lose Kosovo. So they're going to be lose-lose. What are you talking about? Peace process. If the peace process means I lose on all areas, thanks, but no thanks. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.